coming in today, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually going to play a little bit of background music for this one. Haven't done that in a while. All right, get that going. Keep it nice and subtle in the background. Level is good. All right, very good. We're in the HondaJet. I'm doing the last leg, so I've already done the first two legs of my route from Operation Christmas here. So let me show you guys what I have accomplished so far. So the idea of Operation Santa, not Operation Christmas. The idea of Operation Santa, event created by our good buddy Melvin Leroy on Twitch, admin Brant to the Virtuous Safe Wine Club, was to fly from Christmas Valley 62 Sierra to whatever our home airport is. Right now, my current home airport is Westchester, Kilo Hotel, Papa November. So I already flew from Christmas Valley, took a stop in Bismarck, North Dakota. I did Bismarck to Pellston, Michigan, which is where I'm at right now. And now I'm going to do Pellston to Westchester to cap it off and finish up my journey, my three-leg journey to accomplish Operation Santa. So we'll go ahead and get started here in our HondaJet. It is definitely nighttime here. It is definitely going to be nighttime when we land in Westchester, but that's okay. Let's get this thing fired up. Start moving along here. Get our G3000 going here. We get the airplane initialized. Do our pre-flight checks. Paying for Canada overflight, that's right. No expense spared. All right, so we're good there. For some reason, the weight and balance button hasn't been working. That seems to be glitched out, but we're just gonna go ahead and get this, the speeds from the sim, because the sim knows how much the weight is and everything that I have and fuel on board and all that. So, like I said, I don't know why. Also, this is not what I had it set at before. All right, we got to redo all this now since it didn't. I'm gonna have to redo my speeds here in a second, but give me a second, chat, because this did not cooperate from what I had set before I started the stream for whatever reason. I don't know why, because I've been carrying around 300 pounds of presents and 50 pounds of cinnamon buns to take to Westchester Airport. Alright, so that's good. So let's do that over to change the speeds a little bit, but thank you.
Eric Flight,
Eric Flight, thank you for the 49-month Prime sub. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. You know I appreciate you very much. Alright, so the initialization is done. I'm going to go ahead so we don't drain the battery too much. I'm going to go ahead and get the engine started here. Alright, start both the engines up here. This airplane is pretty easy. Everything ends up being more or less just on or in the normal mode. A lot of stuff that's automatic on this airplane, just like the Airbus. Me likey. Urbis Brian, thanks for coming in today. Alright, let's go ahead and set, I don't have any ATC online right now. We will just set an initial altitude. We'll call it 5,000 here out of Pellston, in lieu of not having any ATC. And we're going to be going up to flight level 350 as our cruise altitude to Westchester. Alright, so now we got that started. We'll put the flight plan in. So we're going out of KPLN. And we're going to KHPN, Westchester. En route, we're not worried about the departure out of, there's no departure out of Pellston. The route is going to be APN, which is Appleton, I think? Or Alpena. Alpena. So APN, Kenpa, MEDAV, MEDAV, Q104, load airway, Q104, to MEMS, load. After MEMS we have Danzy, and that sets us up for the Valerie 1 into Westchester. No departure out of here. The arrival is going to be the Valerie 1 off of Danzy, and Westchester is currently doing what tonight? Let's see. Westchester is ILS 16 load. We can even go ahead then and throw in ILS 16 vectors. Let's see, I can look at the minimums for that. The ILS 16, the barrel minimum is 639. I'm gonna load that. Okay, so there we go. We've got our flight plan all squared away. The airplane's all started up and initialized. I'll get my flight directors on. We're just gonna go nav right out of the chute here. Again, in lieu of not having any ATC, 1,500 feet per minute climb to start until we can get it into flight level change. The weather in Pellston. I ended up landing the RNAV GPS 23 earlier because it was IFR. It's VFR now and the wind is calm. So we actually have a choice here. And I choose to just taxi to the shortest runway taxi, which is going to be runway 32. So I'm actually just going to keep my heading right where I'm at, because that's pointing almost right to 32 for the runway. That kind of works in our favor. So maybe I'll start with heading first before the nav. All right, and we're good to go there. Irene said you're a nerd, and she said sorry to... Yes, Sarah is very aware of my nerdiness. Sarah said when I'm done streaming that we're apparently going to watch, there's a new Dave Chappelle thing on Netflix, so we're going to do that afterwards. See, I divide my time with her and the computer. All right. I think the airplane's all set up here, ready to go. I do need to put the flaps in, and I need to get the trim about 4 degrees pitch.
Come fly with me,
with the nose up.
Melvin Leroy just resubbed for 69 months.
69.
Snowman. Water.
69 months. That's a very nice number, my friend. Thank you so much for the constant support of the channel, always helping me with the flying club. I'm glad that your Twitch stream is as popular as it's become. That makes me very happy. So thank you for being a good friend to me as well, Mr. Leroy. Everyone says hi, Sarah. Yes, you can see Sarah in the background. She's got her headphones on because she's watching her TV show while I stream. The kitty cat, you can see the little black blob there is sleeping. And I'm about to fly this HondaJet from Pellston to Westchester to finish Operation Santa, Virtuous Safe Flying Club event. So let's go ahead and do that. Park and brake released. You know what? I guess I need the frequencies for Pelston, which is at 123 nothing for the CTAF. I'm doing this the cheaty doodle way off screen on vPilot here. You can see I put all the frequencies in just using the dot commands. I also didn't put in my squawk code, I realize now. Did my flight plan not file? Hold on. Oh, I'm not even connected to the network. That would explain a lot. That would certainly help that I actually connect to the network. There's my squawk 3625. That'll definitely help the cause. All right. Now, we're ready to go here. Downwind Sim, thanks for coming in today. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you, sir. I haven't seen you in a while, sir. I hope you're doing well. I know you are a busy, busy man, but I appreciate you stopping by. Definitely very much miss those Bush League backcountry fly-ins, man. I really do. I know it was kind of came to be like almost one of those like out of idea type things, but they are very, very missed. And the work that you did with those was incredible. So thank you, and hopefully one day they'll make a comeback when you're not super incredibly busy with work. We're gonna make a left turn here out to runway 32. Just not enough climb, plenty of ideas. Well, that's good to hear. So I hope that when you do have time again, there's snow on the ground here. That's annoying. I hope when you do have time again that you get to run those back up. Because, again, those were very much always enjoyed on the first Monday of every month. And you built quite a following with that. And I think you were able to help actually grow parts of the flying club through those as well. So I appreciate, you know, the assist on that. Always helps. All right. We're going to come up to 32 here for departure out of Pelston, start our journey up to Westchester. There's nobody here except for us. We're on the correct CTAF frequency. We're going to make a call here. Pelston traffic. This is HondaJet 124. Mike Charlie is going to be departing off of runway 32. It's going to be a right turnout going to the east Pelston. I think it's time to go flying, Chad. It's been a while. At least for the stream. I've done 2 legs earlier today. I did the first 2 legs of this journey already. From Christmas Valley to Bismarck, Bismarck to here, and now I'm going to finish it off on stream with you guys here to Westchester. And not my best job of lining up on the runway, I will admit. But that's okay, because we are ready for launch. Positive rate, gear up. All right. Autopilot yaw damper on. Get the first notch of flaps. The flaps are gone. We're gonna speed up here to 240 for the climb. Get the auto thrust on for that. We'll go direct to Alpena. We'll activate that, hit the nav button, there we go. We've already got some ice detected, go figure. And in lieu of no ATC, we're now just gonna climb to our cruise altitude of flight level tree 50. away we go. Who needs sleep? We're not even gonna go down that road. No, I do hope when the time is right, when you're not as busy with life stuff, that we can get back to those. But I understand being busy. Trust me, this is the last time I'm gonna be able to stream for a while again. I've really only been streaming like once a month at this point, between work and everything else. And I have a trip to LA on Christmas Eve. And of course, it's going to be torrential downpours in LA when I go figure. I fly back Christmas Day and then go immediately back out again for a 4-day trip on the 26th. So I'm going to be quite busy during the holidays here. And then I am unfortunately back on reserve in January, which sucks. My seniority took a little bit of a hit for one reason or another that I'm not going to go into too much detail on in the stream, but I'm back on reserve in January, which sucks. But I do get holiday pay on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, I'm going to be getting holiday pay, so that part is good. I was very much looking forward to this trip to LA. I always love the LA overnights that we have, but the fact that it's going to be like flooding rain there the time that I'm there for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day kind of kills the vibe. Yeah, and since I'm back on reserve now, my schedule is going to be a mess. So, it is what it is. We play through. We are definitely in the soup. Not painting any precipitation though, which is good, so. I do question though if my weather is even on though. Let's see, is it on? Yeah, it looks like it's on. Yeah, I think we're good here. All right, cool. Climb at 240 knots all the way until we get to the Mach, and then we'll climb at Mach like 7 or 0.65. We'll climb, and when we get level at 35,000 feet, then we'll cruise at Mach 7.2, if it'll even make it. Usually, it'll only make about 7.1, even at max or whatever it considers its maximum cruise thrust setting. And I realize now that I said 25 and not 35. We're going to tree 50. There we go. 35 set. That's more better. Not a lot to see out there right now. With the cloud cover, just a lot of dark. You can see the stars. There we go. Instead of looking down, we'll look up. How about that? That's a little better. And looking at nothingness below. It can get quite dark with that cloud cover below. There's our transition altitude, so we'll go ahead and set standard baro I'm gonna go on 22.8 since we're not really gonna be on any CTAF frequency for now, and then hopefully we're gonna have ATC in the way into Westchester. There is a NYAir controller that is online currently controlling and covering Westchester, so hopefully we'll get the luxury of air traffic control going into Westchester this evening. And then we're on this Valerie arrival, and I do believe they cross Valerie at expect at 6,000. So we'll go ahead and put 6,000 as the expect. Backspace spec waves. 6,000 feet. There we go. There we go. It's the only altitude that's on there. That should certainly make our VNAV be good and proper now. Again, for those that don't know what we're doing here, this is a Virtually Safe Flying Club event. This is Operation Santa. You have all the way until midnight. It says Sunday, 24 December. Brant I don't know what he was doing with that, but the event started on Sunday. It goes until midnight, technically, of the 25th, but ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 24th of December, essentially. Virtually Safe Flying Club that we're doing. The idea is you start at 62 Sierra, which is Christmas Valley. So if I was to pull up Sky Vector here, I'll show you the entire thing that I've done. So we started over here at Christmas Valley, Oregon earlier this morning. I did. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere here, but it's got a nice Christmassy name, which I like. Flew it up to Bismarck, North Dakota for the first leg in the HondaJet. But even before that, I tried to do this in one leg in the Citation Longitude, which I've never flown the Longitude in the sim, and I crashed it at the end of the runway of 2.5 at Christmas Valley. So then I decided, screw it, I'll just do 3 legs in the HondaJet. Anyway, so that's how we got to that point. So then we went to Bismarck first, and then from Bismarck I flew then this afternoon after lunch to Pellston, and now that I've finished dinner time, here we are going to White Plains, which is what is currently considered my home airport. And that is the goal of the event, is to go from Christmas Valley to whatever your home airport is. I'm carrying 300 pounds worth of presents and 50 pounds worth of cinnamon buns. So 3 legs total. That's right. I've got 300 pounds of presents and 50 pounds worth of cinnamon buns. Nothing but HondaJet and stars. The 50 pounds should be plenty enough cinnamon buns to go around. Especially because we usually don't have too many people crowding this chat, so there's probably going to be at least 5 pounds for everyone in the chat worth of cinnamon buns. You're gonna need the wet wipes. They're gonna be, cinnamon buns usually get a little sticky. You're gonna need the wet wipes. shoot, I forgot to mark my departure time, but good thing Volanta is tracking all that information for me. I was off blocks at 2309. I gotta make these notes for the event log and the temporary channel for attendance. 2309 Zulu, departure on leg 3. All right, now that I've kind of updated the log up until this point. Very good, very good. We're almost getting to our cruise altitude here, so we're going to go ahead and switch. We're coming right at about to that Mach 0.65. We'll actually make it Mach 6.7 for the rest of our climb here. I'm going to get the vertical speed going to keep the climb going while it speeds up. Keep that power in, plane. What are you doing, Fadek? Keep that power in. Fadek on this thing can be a little bit laggy at times, I've noticed. I don't know if that's a real airplane-ism or a sim-ism. I'm gonna bet that's probably a sim-ism. Although even the Airbus lag, or if Airbus Fadek can sometimes have a few seconds of lag, even in the real airplane, at least the ones that I fly. Some of them some of the older ones can be even a little bit laggier. It really does kind of depend on, I guess, the software actually that's installed in the Fadek. Because again, it's just another computer, so it does vary. Go ahead and go back to flight level change here. Finish our climb to 350. And then we'll cruise again at 7.2 if it'll do it. Most likely it's going to give us about 7.1. We got a nice tailwind. We've had the nice tailwind all day, which has certainly helped these 3 legs not be too long. Look, 86 on the tail is pretty nice. At one point earlier, I was doing 515 knots across the ground during the flight from Bismarck to Pellston. That's pretty fast for a little HondaJet in terms of ground speed. That's how you know it is that strong winter jet stream going from west to east. I know that Jeffrey Beckers is on LaGuardia Tower tonight and not Westchester Tower, which is what it is. He just got that LaGuardia Tower cert. So I know he's super thrilled about that, so I figure he's going to be doing that in terms of controlling for a lot. And I've been calling it by the wrong name. It's actually the Garbage Tower. You can tell him I said that if you're watching both streams. So we will unfortunately miss out on Jeffrey Becker's tower, but it looks like he's got plenty of traffic. Looks like he's got a whole group flight actually departing out of the Garbage right now. So that's kind of cool for him. And I'm going to tune his stream real quick just to have it open with the volume off. See how he's doing. So we'll just miss him going into Westchester. Almost there. We're getting there to 35. We're almost there. And look at that. We're doing 470. It's still a great speed that we're making across the ground there. 470 knots. It's nice to see that Jeffrey's getting a decent amount of traffic departing LaGuardia tonight while he's on the tower. He's got a real nice, unrealistic tower view set up. 34 for 35. I'm just going to hit the vertical speed now. We'll start speeding this up to our 0.72 and see how fast we can actually get this thing to go. $88 knots on the tail is pretty nice. Pretty nice tailwind. We have made it to our cruise altitude, and it looks like we're going to be here for roughly 42 minutes until we reach our top of descent. Well, we can jam out to the music and enjoy some cruise flight. Clovis, nice and cozy behind me back there. Sleeping like a cat. Yeah, cats sure do love to sleep.
Fly with me, let's fly away.
Mishek7220, thank you for the follow, although I'm somehow wondering if you're spam or not with that message. Says, yo bro, love your stream, let's play together sometime, share tips and ideas, let's connect on Discord. And then he followed me as one account, but then once, or actually I guess it is the same thing, but his Discord has got different numbers in it. It's a little suspicious, but we'll let it ride unless it's a continual thing. We'll let it ride for now. Candy Monster, thanks for coming in today. Although it's a little bit even more suspicious because the account was created 29 minutes ago. So a little bit more suspicious. But we're still gonna let it ride for now. Candy Monster, yes. How are we doing? Sarah and I are doing well, and you can see that the kitty cat Clove is also doing well. She's sleeping like a little black log on her little pad right there. You can see her just there in the background. But yeah, all is well. Can't complain. Gonna be very busy coming up with work. I'm gonna be working Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then the 4 days after. And then unfortunately, I'm back on reserve in January, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I just have not had much time for streaming, and still will not have much time for streaming. So it's just the way that it is. But either way, I hope you guys are enjoying being here. I'm happy to have you guys here. Kenny Monster, I'm in the midst of the Operation Santa event that Melvin Leroy built. This is actually leg 3, although I did not stream the first 2 legs. So we started at Christmas Valley in Oregon, flew to Bismarck, then Bismarck to Pelliston, and now we're flying from Pelliston to Westchester to finish it off. I get paid extra on Christmas Day, yes. Christmas Day is extra pay. So that part I'm not mad about. The part that I am mad about is the fact that it's going to be pouring rain in Los Angeles for the overnight, which is depressing because usually I love that LA overnight. But if it's going to be flooding rain, that's going to kind of obviously kill the vibe. Also, I got a new headset. My buddy Dakota purchased me a nice new Turtle Beach wireless headset, which is very nice. Gives me a lot of freedom to kind of move around. Although the range on it is not as good as I thought it would have been. But still, it's better than being hardwired, I guess. Clove used to get hooked up and trip over the wire anyway, so it's probably for the best. Alright, it looks like we're only going to get, like I said, about that Mach 7.1 out of her, even though I've got it set 7.2. This is as fast as she'll go at 35. Nice tailwind in the 92 knots, though, legitimately right on the tail. And that's why our ground speed is 504. Pretty good for a HondaJet. Nice winter jet stream. Yeah, the sound is great, and it's a noise canceling. Like, it's even better noise canceling than whatever last headset that I had. The microphone, the quality isn't that much different, and like I said, the range on the wirelessness is kind of short. I had expected it to be a little bit better, but again, it was a gift, so I can't make any complaints because it was a gift. And I always appreciate when anyone is willing to provide gifts. Yeah, it looks very much like we should have ATC going into Westchester, at least once we get to the approach phase. It doesn't look like the center is going to make... Although, technically, we're coming through Boston Center airspace now that I'm thinking of it. And Boston Center is online. And also, Toronto Center is online, although I think we're in the part of airspace that's not covered by Toronto Center, but also it's still technically covered by, like, the extension of Cleveland Center, if I remember correctly. I guess we'll find out if Toronto Center gives us a call or contact me or not. But then we do have Boston Center, and then that should lead us into Westchester. So we should have an ATC here coming up fairly soon, which is nice. I know Jeffrey B is streaming. He's got LaGuardia Tower, and he's got a pretty decent amount of traffic at LaGuardia. It looks like tonight, a bunch of departures, at least, that he's firing away. Doing a long one. You're doing Anchorage to Halifax. Part of the Moncton Monday, I imagine. Well, enjoy the nice lengthy flight out of Anchorage. I actually have started every once in a blue moon getting onto Anchorage Tower. They had so few controllers that were in the Anchorage ARTCC that they made it available to all VATUSA controllers of a certain level. I think you had to be like S2 or S3 or C1 or whatever. I'm an S3. Were allowed to then go and use their SOPs and control, S3 control up to approach, and obviously any of the centers could control up to the center and all that. So I've actually gotten on to Anchorage Tower. So far only the one time, but there will be more, there will be additional times for sure that I'll get onto Anchorage Tower and maybe even throw it on a stream. Just something that a little different, give me a little different flavor than JFK. So we'll see. It's definitely something that I might do at some point on stream, is throw on a little Anchorage Tower. Make it a Make Mike Sweat event. That is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, Kenny Monster. That is a possibility. That is a good idea, sir. Alright, I am gonna go refill my apple juice so you guys get airplane ASMR and a little bit of just the tiniest little moon there in the background until I get back. Get an angle maybe where, God, it looks like the strobe lights are bugging out on this thing. Guess they're just gonna bug you out. I'll be right back. Alright. Quick and painless. Oh, you start to finally see a little bit of the ground. I feel like it's been nothing but a lot of this trip that I've been doing has been almost overcast, almost the whole way from west to east of the country. It's nice to be able to have a little bit of ground contact. And again, Toronto never sent to contact me. So again, we're probably in that part that's technically covered by Cleveland.
Let's fly away.
So that we're probably not going to talk to anyone until we
Iowa
get into the
Scotsman
Boston
just
Center
resubbed for
airspace.
23
Iowa
months.
Scotsman, thanks for coming in today. Thank you for 23 months of subscriptions. I hope you're doing well, Ron. I know that you're very busy with work all the time, but I hope you get a chance to get in this Operation Santa event, which is I'm working on my last leg right now. You don't have to go as far as I do to get from Oregon to Iowa there. But hopefully you're able to get it in. And I hope you're doing well. I know you've had the health struggles, so I hope that you're doing well, sir. All right, so we've got how long? Roughly still 23-ish minutes until top of descent, so we still got some time here at cruise. Again, we're not going to get any TC. It doesn't appear until Boston Center. I had a feeling we were still in that little special Cleveland airspace that covers that part of Canada, which is why Toronto Center never picked us up. So we'll be waiting to talk to Boston Center when we get into the airspace, and they'll be the ones that descend us on the Valerie going towards Westchester. And New York approach, our good friend Jake is still online, so hopefully he'll stay on for us to be able to make it all the way to Westchester with some ATC. Tried to fly Operation Santa yesterday, but kept crashing. That's son of a gun, man. You and a few others. There's been a handful of people that have tried and have had sim issues or one reason or another. Actually, when I started this morning, I tried doing this in one leg from Christmas Valley all the way to Westchester in the citation longitude. I've never used the citation longitude in the sim, don't know how to fly it, and sure enough, I crashed at the end of the runway when I tried to take off. So eventually I was like, screw it, I guess I got to do 3 legs in the HondaJet, which I know how to fly. So that's kind of how that played out. Yeah, it worked in your guys' favor because now I'm streaming this last leg. Shit, I haven't streamed it's been like at least 3 weeks probably since my last stream, and it's just the way that it is now. I'm really only able to stream once or twice a month. It seems like just how busy life is. But and the Virtuous Safe Flying Club, of course, still keeps me quite busy as well. Might give it another try tonight after work. Well, I hope you're able to accomplish the mission this time. Hopefully the sim will stop having any kind of crashing issues there for you. A little bit of precipitation, but that's all well below us. Nothing that's going to affect us at flight level 350 here on the next rad. Still got a ways to go. Crossing over a couple of the Great Lakes here now. We're over Lake Ontario is the lake that we're over right now, which we're not going to be able to see because it's pitch dark out. Mm. $514 knots across the ground for a HondaJet. That's pretty dang good. Look at the tailwind we have, chat. 112 knot tailwind. That winter jet stream is howling. Oh, you guys can see Clove in the background doing her little spooky stretch. Well, she was doing her little spooky stretch. Now she's going right back to sleep like the sleepy kitty that she is. Girl. I love when she does that, like, huge back arch spooky stretch. Phenom is definitely not a bad choice, Iowa Scotsman. Carry a lot of gifts in that thing. We'll start listening to Boston Center since we'll be contacting him at some point.
Taxi will be runway, blanking. Oh, 33. Canada 442 Boston, hello, climb maintain, flight level 350. Climb maintain 350.
Lufthansa 410 on flight level 240.
Lufthansa 410, thank you. Clipper 25, kind of function center 132.2, so long. Forward bunch of center 132.2. Happy holidays. You too. Area India 105, cross crank at maintain 7,000. The Stewart altimeter 3038.
Cross crank at 7,000 in India 105.
Some high pressure, 3038. 3040 Westchester, high pressure.
Boston Center, Scandinavia 97, currently climbing 120 for 140.
Scandinavia 97, Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
It's heading bug center here.
Scandinavia 97.
Virgin 157 Lima, descend at pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Got some city lights. Got Rochester, New York below us. Looking at my map here.
By the Center Continental 7767 passing through 10,000 for 14,000. Continental 7767 Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 340. Climb and maintain 340 7767.
Boston Center, good day, Air Canada 35, flight level 137, climbing 17, correction, 17,000.
Air Canada 1255 Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain 370, Air Canada 1235.
Lufthansa 410, cross Calverton, that's Charlie, 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 at and maintain 2000 and 250 knots, the Kennedy altimeter 3047.
Lufthansa 410, please repeat.
Lufthansa 410, cross Charlie, 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 at and maintain 2000, 250 knots, altimeter 3047.
Crossing Charlie, 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 maintain 12,000 at 250 knots and KJK altimeter 3047. Lufthansa 410.
Caravan 150 Foxtrot has clear runway 23, request general aviation at the top. 911 Hotel Fox, you can taxi be right on Mike and then Alpha, cross runway 16, good night. Alright, so it's right on Mike and then Alpha, then cross runway 16. Thanks for the great ATC tonight, 911 Hotel Fox. Thanks for flying.
Boston Center, good evening, United 442, 8,000, climb in 14,000.
Sun Country 8217 on frequency.
How am I tired already? It's only 7
What was
o'clock. Feels much later.
Birthday Tango, that's approved.
It's good though. I do need to be on the early clock. I have to be awake early for this trip on Wednesday. I have to be at the airport at 6 a.m. Christmas Eve for the flight to LA.
10,000, climb in 14,000.
It's gonna hurt a little bit.
442 Boston Center, climb maintain 16,000.
16,000.
Quite early in the morning.
In Boston Center, Secretary
8270 Boston Center, maintain flight level 350 for traffic.
climb 350.
That'll be the final. And you are radar contact. Air India 105, contact New York approach 125.7 so long.
New York approach 125.7, and India flight.
Boston Center United 312, climbing 13,000, 414, 14,000.
United 312 Boston Center, hello, climb maintain flight level, let's see here. Let's do 350, I may be able to get you higher. I got a conga line going to Halifax.
350, United 312.
Up 1196 radar contact loss. Lufthansa 2 Papa Alpha cross Calverton, Charlie, at and maintain 2000, 250 knots, the Kennedy altimeter 3038. Say it again for Lufthansa 2 Papa Alpha. It's Calverton, Charlie, at 12,000 and 250 knots. Cross Charlie at 120, Lufthansa Papa Alpha. Boston Center, Westlake 2605, approximately 80 miles west-northwest of Presque Isle VOR, squawking 1200, flight level 310 for flight level 370. Westlake 2605, Boston Center, squawk 2442, and you are radar contact as specified. 2442 on the squawk, Westlake 2605, good morning.
Yeah, that was the first leg, Kenny Monster. The second leg was a little more regular, like it was like 103. We'll see what I do on this one.
American 7, Charlie Papa, Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 390.
That first one was nice.
Flight level 390
in Bismarck.
Charlie Papa.
Boston Center, good evening. This is HondaJet November 124 Mike Charlie, just coming up over Xtall at flight level 350.
124 Mike Charlie, Boston A, radar contact as specified. Just on a pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion 240, HondaJet 4 Mike Charlie.
And dashboard 676, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
24, but it's PD. My top of descent's not for another 50-ish miles, so we'll set it, but we'll leave it for now.
Dashboard 676, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
24, my discretion.
132.2, Porter 676.
Order, sorry about that. And Leipzig 744, contact Moncton Center 132.2. Lufthansa 310, climb maintain flight level, actually I'm going to have to leave you at 310 for an actually, I can give you up to 350 if that works.
Yes, that would be well appreciated. Lufthansa 311.
Thank you.
Center, good evening, Southwest 523, 11,500, climbing 14,000.
That was 523 Boston Center, climb maintain flight level 380.
Maintain flight level 380, Southwest 523.
Virgin 157 Lima, maintaining flight level 240.
Sun Country 8217 to maintain flight level 240.
direct American evening.
Sun Country 8217 to maintain flight level 230.
Descent level 230.
Lufthansa 410, contact New York approach 125.7.
125.7, Lufthansa 410, have a nice evening, bye-bye.
Good day, Lufthansa 2 Papa Alpha, contact Boston approach, New York approach on 125.7.
Hawk Mania, good evening, sir. Thanks for coming in today.
New York approach 125.7. Sun Country, Sun Country 8217, I don't know if I got the read back. Just going to maintain flight level
I'm in the HondaJet.
Yes, we're leaving Chicago.
Going into Westchester.
Thank you, Virgin 157 Lima, descend via the Ocean 5, runway 22 left, the altimeter at Boston 3037.
Can you repeat that flight level, please?
Everybody stand by, I'll call you in a second. Sun Country 7 for traffic, turn 20 degrees left.
For traffic, 20 degrees left, or 137.
Virgin 157 Lima, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 22 left, altimeter 3037.
Descend via the Ocean 5 arrival and contact Boston approach on...
We love Westchester, yes. Well, the actual terminal itself is super small and very crowded. Not great for the passengers, but it's not bad to fly in.
Alright, transmission needs to be a lot faster. Stay with me and just descend via the arrival, please.
Descending via the arrival, Virgin 157 Lima.
Lufthansa 35 Stuart, it's possible.
Yeah, Velo doing New Haven is quite funny, I guess.
5 until 7 minutes?
I'm too busy for that, guys. Sorry. Delta 426, Washington's closed frequency change approved. Delta 426, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, Delta 426. Have a good night. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Boston, American 26, ready for taxi with the weather at Bangor.
American 26, runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
33 via Alpha, American 26 heavy.
Delta 212, Boston, our climb maintain 16,000. Delta 392, Boston, climb maintain flight level 360.
Climb maintain level 360, United 392.
Boston Center, hello, Northern North 732, passing 136, climbing 14.
Norliner 732, Boston, our climb maintain flight level 330, that'll be the final.
Flight level 330, it's final, Northern North 732.
Top of the set's getting closer.
402 Bangor.
Another 2 minutes.
Iconic 402, runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
33 via Alpha, 402.
An American 76, just give way to a Challenger that's going to pull out.
About to go play hockey. It's been a couple weeks, so I'm expecting to be sore later. Yeah, you are.
American 26.
You're definitely going to be sore later.
American 1034, same
no doubt about it. I've been going to the gym a lot, and I'm feeling sore every day now because I've been pushing it at the gym. Trying to get my body back in shape to eventually go back to playing hockey once my knee unfucks itself.
Thank you.
That's a whole other thing. My neck is doing great, but now I've got other problems. Go figure.
Lufthansa 311 able, Mach 79. Earth to Lufthansa 311.
Lufthansa 311, Mach 79, I guess.
Thank you. Rouge 133 reduced to Mach 75 and turn 30 degrees left vector sequence.
Mach 0.75 and left by 30, Rouge 133.
Scandinavian 97, do not exceed Mach 75.
Stay under Mach 75, Scandinavian 97.
He's got a lot of guys going up to Halifax.
18 at Albany with PDC, ready to taxi to runway active.
Sun Country 8217, descend via the Roebuck 3, arrival runway 22 left, the altimeter is 3037.
Another Roebuck 3, runway 22 left, Sun Country 8217.
Get the VNAV going.
And that is Kronos 18, runway 1, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, Kronos 18.
Sending in 40 seconds.
Air Portugal 228, if you're on the frequency bus center, climb maintain flight level 370.
Vex Freeze, thanks for coming in today. Yeah, we're just actually about to hit our top of descent going into Westchester here in the old HondaJet.
American 7 Charlie Papa, can you step out for like 5 minutes?
Too busy for that, guys, sorry. Lufthansa 35 Juliet, what's your maximum Mach number?
Mom, Lufthansa 78, I guess.
Lufthansa 35 Juliet, maintain Mach 78.
Yeah, pretty stars.
Maintain Mach 78, Lufthansa 36.
I think we have indeed started our descent.
I could actually give you up to 370 if you still want it.
This thing does not slow down well for the VNAV descent on its own. You have to kind of help it out a little bit.
Alright, Lufthansa 312, do not
At least
exceed
initially.
Mach 75, I'll faster shortly.
Kind of need to keep it at 0.71 for safety.
Ready to go into 33.
Net at 312, do not exceed Mach 75 for sequence.
Nobody's listening to Boston Center.
Net at
These pilots
312,
are
do not
killing 'em.
exceed Mach 75 for sequence.
Do not exceed 75 Mach for sequence, United 312.
Everyone at the ground holding short of the runway at either Bangor or Albany is going to be about 5 minutes before you can get anyone out. Net at 442, the Bradley altimeter is 3036. Yeah,
3036, United 442.
Net 836, if you're up, Boston, or climb maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain 210, United 836 given.
Airport Portugal 228, Boston, or climb maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain flight level 370.
Switch it to speed now. We'll hold 265.
Blair 655 on frequency.
Starting our descent into Westchester County, we are currently expecting the ILS runway 16 approach.
Boston Center, flare 655, Festival 350.
Sun Country 7, clear direct Alex.
So real quick,
Alex, Sun Country 7.
we're here on the Valerie. We can expect to cross Valerie at 6,000.
Flare 655.
ILS 16, 2,000 at Sizemore, Barrowman 639.
655, Boston,
We have to do go around, it's up to 3,000. Pretty straightforward, we'd go hold it HARP if needed.
7320 in the box, flare 6.
Left turn off of 16, we're gonna tag, I'm sorry.
Speed restriction, have a good night.
It's gonna be a right turn off the runway. We're taxiing to Millionaire tonight.
133, clear direct Alex.
Millionaire being on the west side of the field.
Rouge 133, clear direct Alex.
Direct Alex, Rouge 133.
November 4, Mike Charlie, descend and maintain flight level 190.
190 for former Charlie.
Boston Center, good evening. FedEx 2550 Heavy
19.
climbing to 17,000 direct merit.
Thanks 2550 Boston Center, welcome to the party. Climb and maintain flight level 2.
Yeah, so we'll exit the runway off of the right side. We'll have to cross runway 129 most likely. Or if we pass it on the rollout.
Your way, you can cross Valerie at 6,000. The Stewart altimeter is 3038.
Valerie 6,000 HondaJet former Charlie. All the way to
Boston
Valerie at
Center,
6, which is good. Let the VNAV do the work.
Flight level 300.
6,000 feet set, chat. Easy peasy.
Where are you coming in from?
Boston Center.
Anyways, and so, anyway, where Millionaire is over at,
And what's the call sign again? I'm not seeing you.
over here off of November and Mike. That's where the Millionaire FBO is. So we'll probably enter here off of If we roll out, we'll probably exit off of Foxtrot is my guess, so it'll probably be Foxtrot, cross 29, and then Kilo, and then we'll enter at November, I guess, in that case.
Squawk 4610 for Kilo Sol Echo.
Flare 65, you're radar contact 30 northeast of Bangor, and welcome to the party.
Thanks, 655.
Where on the taxi chart is the Citation Max Bronze Star? That's a good question, I don't know. I actually have absolutely no idea where he parks his jet.
Chris 18, sorry for the delay. Fly runway heading, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
Runway 1, clear for takeoff. Chronos 18.
And, I forgot to call separate again. Iconic 402, sorry for the delay. Fly runway heading, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 33, clear for takeoff. Iconic 402.
American 20, American 76, I'll get you going in a second.
Boston 39, 1254, passing through 13,000 for 17,000.
1284 center, climb, maintain, level 210.
210, not 1254.
Bridge 157, Lima, verify.
Alright, we're going to kill the music now. We're going to go musicless for the rest of the way in here.
Affirmative, you did give me to send via the arrival Virgin 157 Lima.
157 Lima, thanks. Contact Boston approach 133.0.
Contacting Boston approach on 133.0. Merry Christmas, Virgin 157 Lima.
See ya, November 4 Mike Charlie, contact New York approach 125.7, so long.
25-7 for my Charlie, good night.
Delta 212, just verify
do my cheatsy doodle away, 125.7. Don't need the auto ATC anymore. We have ATIS, what's the ATIS at Westchester? It is ATIS Information Charlie. Approach, good evening, HondaJet 124 Mike Charlie is out of flight level 200 across Valerie at 6,000. We have information, Charlie.
124 Mike Charlie, New York, thanks for coming in today. Thanks for Charlie, and you can expect the vector of ILS-16, the Westchester altimeter 3039.
ILS-16 3039, HondaJet 4 Mike Charlie. Thank you for coming in today. Got our good buddy Jake on approach. I think he's covering all three, Kennedy, New York, and LaGuardia. Covering all N90. Which Westchester is covered. Very nice. That's what we like to hear and see. We're having ATC all the way in.
Cross runway 23 Julia, and then you can just taxi Alpine Park wherever you like.
Here's a transition altitude. 30, well, the sim says 3038. That's close enough.
JetBlue 1107. My autopilot seems to be misbehaving. We don't have a merit in our direct adrenaline roll, so we can head or a heading, please.
124 Mike Charlie, after Valerie, clear direct Farron, ILS-16.
Alright, after Valerie, direct to Farron for HondaJet 4 Mike Charlie.
About the 2 Pop Alpha Heavy, to maintain 3,000.
Alright, so after Valerie, it'll be direct to Farron's. I'm just going to have Farron direct ready.
JetBlue 1107, are you direct merit? Looks like
just because I don't know how to make it go with the...
heading 070, please.
Yeah, 1107 miles, pilot seems to be misbehaving. We'll go 070. Is there any other waypoints we can direct to?
No, there's no other waypoint I can give you to. JetBlue 1107 merit is Mike Echo Romeo India Tango. JetBlue 416, you can cross 182 Charlie Julia, taxi Alpha to Park.
Another clueless, oh boy.
About the 2 Pop Alpha Heavy, fly heading 320, 320 on the heading.
320, Lufthansa 2
Yes, so we'll just go direct to Farron after Valerie using that magic button.
Holding short, runway 22 right at Julia, Lufthansa 410.
Should probably go ahead also before we even do that. Let's get the speeds here. Get the weights from the sims, so we have our VU approach of 113, V ref of 108. I'll put those on.
JetBlue 1115, you got it. Runway 22 right, taxi at Foxtrot Echo, cross runway 31 right at Echo.
Just so I don't forget.
Okay, great, thanks. 22 right via Fox. Echo will cross through right at Echo, JetBlue 1115.
JetBlue 1107, are you direct merit at this time?
Negative 1107, we're still trying to figure it out. We don't have it in our system.
Mike Echo Romeo India Tango, it's literally the first fix on the flight plan. Mike Echo Romeo India Tango.
Yeah, I understand that, sir, but it's just literally not in my MCG. I'm trying to sort it out now. We'll continue flying 070.
Okay, what's the first waypoint you have in your FMC?
November Uniform Golf Romeo Alpha.
Okay. November Uniform Golf Romeo Alpha is literally the last fix on your flight plan, and you're going to London Heathrow. So that's somewhere over by London Heathrow. I cannot clear your direct to that fix.
Yeah, I understand, sir. Just give us the manual heading and we'll try to sort that out. I do apologise.
Alright, I'll do this. I'm gonna resend you your flight plan. Stop your climb, by the way. Stop your climb at should have been at 17,000. I'm gonna send you your flight plan so you can put this in the FMC, please. I need you on this route. There's really nothing else I can do.
Traffic.
Yes, sir, no problem.
Jeffrey B, thank you for the raid, buddy. Just in time to watch me land in Westchester. Jake's got a lot more patience than I do because I would have already told this pilot to disconnect.
Turn left heading 310, just gonna maintain 2 down.
Jeffrey B just resubbed for 42 months.
Thank you for the 42-month resubscription in the raid. I am about to go sterile cockpit here, so I apologize for the guys that just raided. I'm going to be focused up here. After Valerie, we're going direct to Farron, and we're going to be doing the ILS 16 here into Westchester. You got slammed at La Garbage. Very nice. Very nice. That's what we like to hear.
Lufthansa 14.
Jeffrey 1107, we're going to disconnect. My plane is now fully
happy birthday. Tell her I said happy birthday, Jeffrey, please. Tell her I said happy birthday.
Okay. JetBlue 1115, runway 22 right, line of wait.
And again, I apologize for everyone that's just coming on the raid. I'm about to focus up here, sterile cockpit, so.
Hello, New York departure United 9285, 2,500 feet out of Newark.
United 9285, heavy radar contact, turn right heading 280, climb and maintain 17,000.
280, 17,000, United 9285.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Alpha Heavy, turn left turn heading 200, intercept the runway 22 left localize.
Turn left 220, Lufthansa 2 Papa Alpha.
That's his wife.
New York approach, good evening, JetBlue 1788, Kennedy stand 21, requesting push and start.
Push and start is your discretion.
Push and start or discretion, JetBlue 1788. New York approach, good evening, Singapore 23, request taxi please.
Singapore 23,
Larry got Nipstuck TV, thanks for coming today.
Right, taxi via left, Bravo, Echo.
Yeah, I'm going to focus up here
right
because we are coming into Westchester.
Taxi left, Bravo, Echo, cross 31 right, Echo.
There's Stewart Airport off our right wing.
Flying runway heading, runway 22 right, clip takeoff.
And you got Dutchess County down here somewhere.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Alpha Heavy, you're 6 from Zalpo, maintain 2 down.
Actually, we might have passed Dutchess County already. Yeah, we passed Dutchess already. Dutchess County over here. Stewart over here.
New York, hello, Lufthansa 122, is this 60?
$7,000 for 6,000.
124 Mike Charlie, speed your discretion.
Speed our discretion for Charlie.
United 9285 heavy, clear direct park.
Direct park at 9285.
Big Rig Bones.
And
Big Rig Bones, you need to give me your information in the Virtually Safe Flying Club. I need your VATSIM info, my friend. Oh, I need to go heading to Farron here.
Yep, I don't have a flight plan for you.
Technically, you need to go to direct, activate direct.
Just for now, fly heading 040.
Orchestra, and fly heading 044, 044?
040.
040.
124 Mike Charlie, it's going to maintain 3,000.
3,000 for Mike Charlie. Alright, 3... 1000 set. Turn the VNav
124
off.
Mike
We'll go
Charlie, tell you what,
vertical
you're
speed.
about 7 from Farron, cross Farron at above 3, cleared ILS 16.
Cross Farron at about 3000. Cleared ILS runway 16. HondaJet, former Charlie. All right, we're clear for the approach right out of the chute here. So let's start slowing down a little
We're
bit.
about the 2 Papa Alpha Heavy, runway 22 left, clear to land.
10 knots for now. We've got speed our discretion. That's a little bit of sim lag. I'm not too surprised since we're so close to New York City. I'm just going to activate the vector to final. We're going to kind of heading our way there.
About 102 Heavy, behind is Singapore 8350, runway 22 right, taxi via left Bravo Echo, cross runway 31 right at Echo.
To the right,
We'll hit approach. So we got low glide slope. We're good there. Yeah, in that waiting room channel of Virtue Safe Flying Club, you get your VATSIM info and what you want, your name and your registration you want and all that when you get the chance there, Big Rig Bones.
Jet 1115, thanks. Your radar contact clear. Director Robbinsville, Romeo Bravo Victor. Climb and maintain 17,000.
Director Robbinsville, 17,000, Jet 1115.
Should be able to see Westchester on this. I think I can just barely make out Westchester right there.
Taxi.
Who's ready taxi?
Swiss 13 kilo.
Swiss 13 kilo heavy, New York, hello.
Capturing the low.
Short of Alpha, please.
1 short of Alpha, Swiss 13 kilo.
United 9285 heavy, leave my airspace. New York Center is offline, radar service terminated. Frequent change is approved.
Frequency change approved, 9285, thank you, see ya.
See ya.
New York Center, Wolf Air 595, descending on the Proud 2, descending through 13,000
We'll flare 595.
Fade is a little slow.
I'm going to be closing up here in a few minutes. LaGuardia is offline. Frequent change approved.
Jake stayed on just for us, but I could tell that he wanted to get off because these VATSIM pilots are very VATSIM piloty tonight.
Approach JetBlue 1788, ready to taxi.
JetBlue 1788, runway 22 right, taxi.
The VATSIM pilots are very VATSIM-y tonight.
Delta, hold short, runway 31 right.
Same on Boston Center too. Boston Center was having no better luck.
Newark approach, good evening, Norma 251 Charlie Victor, Newark, airborne 1,900 feet, climbing 2,500 over you.
JetBlue 1788, taxi left Bravo, Delta, hold short, 31 right at Delta.
Taxi via left Bravo, Delta, hold short, 31 right. JetBlue 1788.
124 Mike Charlie, wind 2406 for runway 16, clear to land, and when able to park?
16, clear to land, we're going to Millionaire for 124 Mike Charlie.
Roger, just plan a right turn on.
Yes, sir.
251 Charlie Victor, your radar contact, and...
Glide slope's coming.
251 Charlie Victor, your radar contact, turn right heading 360, climb and maintain 6,000.
360, climbing between 3,000 armor, 2,000 Charlie Victor.
Singapore 23 heavy, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff, fly, runway heading.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, Singapore 23, flight runway heading.
Yeah, if you guys want to start putting landing rate guesses in, Kenny Monster's got the right idea, and now would be a good time. Don't need a positive, you don't need the exclamation point predict, you just need a positive or negative number.
55, sorry,
what do you think my landing rate's going to be?
What else did you say?
Nah, your flight plan didn't resolve for me.
I will try again now. Speedway 65, thank you.
What do you think I'm going to do here? Hopefully something good again, but we'll see. At this time, we'll start slowing to our final approach speed 113 for VAP. Gear down to help that.
1115, leaving my airspace. New York Center is offline. Radar service. Somebody pick a change.
Chicago 115, we'll see you next time.
See ya.
2,000.
Full notch.
Swift 13 Kilo Heavy, runway 22 right, taxi via
On the
right
flaps.
Alpha. Right Alpha, Whiskey, hold short, runway 31 right.
Runway is in sight. We're landing. I'm going to let the
Roger,
speed
that's
get
right, onto
stabilized,
Alpha,
and then
then
we'll turn
Whiskey,
the
and then hold
autopilot
runway
and the
31
auto
right.
throttles off.
Swift 13 right, with Kilo.
New York approach, Air 450, requesting taxi.
Stand by.
1,000.
251,
1,000
Victor, turn right
stable. We're clear to land. Autopilot off. Yaw damper off. Auto throttle off.
040, climbing 1010,000, runway 25 Charlie Victor.
Speedbird 55, I can see the flight plan should be enough out.
Got a nice crosswind here from the right.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
See the
gonna close up here
crab angle
now.
that we got going.
New York approach, good evening, United 442, 8002, correction, descending 7000 with November.
Yeah, 442 New York, hello. Altimeter is 3044. And I will be closing up here in a couple minutes.
3044, roger.
It's on the 2 Papa Alpha Heavy. Hold short, runway 22 right, Julia.
That's right, the RA kind of fluctuates in this little bit of area here because it's almost like a downsloping hill going toward the airport here. It's also a downsloping runway coming from this
New
direction.
York departure, Continental 1796 is 1,500, climbing 2,000, New York 5.
Continental 1796, New York departure, your radar contact, clear direct
Last chance to get your landing rate in. You got like 10 seconds.
300.
Direct Elevate, climb maintain 6,000, Continental 1796.
I got the runway made. I'm not worried about the glide slope. I'm getting pushed off here a little bit because that wind dissipated.
50. 20. 5.
Center line, center line. Where are we going?
New York, hello, Oceanic 042.
Did not land on the center line like I wanted to.
Here in about 2 minutes. Trigger change is approved. Lufthansa 102 Heavy, fly runway heading runway 22 right, clip takeoff.
Why, airplane, are you doing this to me? Okay, we're gonna roll out here. It looks like to that
251 Charlie Victor, turn right heading
taxiway Kilo here.
17,000.
070, stay again, altitude.
A little squirrely there on the runway. Did not maintain the center line like I wanted to at all.
070, climbing 17,000, runway 25 Charlie Victor. I thought our cruising is 1,000 though.
That's all good. 4 Mike Charlie, Kilo Park, we'll see you.
Kilo Park and 4 Mike Charlie, good night.
Approach
I think he was legitimately waiting for me to close. What a gentleman.
It's on the 2 Alpha, yep, I got you now by 1 departing traffic.
But I also don't blame him for wanting to close up shop here because he's
New
getting
York,
his...
Charlie Victor,
He's getting his cheeks clapped right now by these VATSIM pilots.
Our cruising was 1,000.
Here's Millionaire.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you are correct. 1 Charlie Victor, call and maintain 1,000 and clear direct to Merit.
Let's go give ourselves some princess parking.
Direct to Merit and our 2 Charlie Victor, thank you.
We're going right to the door here, chat, for some princess parking.
United 442, leave my air, United 442, I'm closing up here. Radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Boom.
Thanks. Yep.
Like the princess we are.
Singapore 23 Heavy, radar contact, clear direct Betty, climb and maintain 1,000.
Clear direct Betty, climb maintain 1,000, Singapore 23.
Continental 1796, I will have, I'll have higher for you in about 10 miles or so. There's traffic, 12 o'clock, 5 miles northeastbound of 7,000.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill everything. These poor guys getting his butt kicked. Why did this not end the flight? I don't understand. End flight. Alright. Somehow this ended up being the worst landing I did of the 3. And Kenny Monster, you were the only prediction, so you win. Minus 141. 1.19 on the G's. Yeah, I definitely messed up the G's. Approach was not my greatest. But you know what? Nobody died. Plane's fun. So it is what it is. And we're here. We've accomplished the mission. We landed at 0033 is what it's saying. 0033 on the block. So let me go ahead and just put that information in real quick on my report here for the club required attendance information. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I know I'm holding you guys up here. All right. Yeah, it was firmer than I thought. And that last one, you have to beat the first one, though, Kenny Monster. That's the one that counts, because that was my first landing of the day, the one I sent you those minus 14. I'm going with that one. I get to choose, and that's the one I choose. So, meh. Good luck. Good luck beating that one, buddy. All right, that's going to do it for me. I appreciate the raid from Jeffrey B. Appreciate the follows. I appreciate the resubscriptions from Jeffrey B., Iowa Scotsman, Melvin Leroy. I appreciate all you guys so very, very much. Kenny Monster, you're always a pleasure. Thank you for being along for the ride. Vax, it was good to see you. Big Rig, make sure you get me that information, please, in the Virtuous Safe Flying Club Discord waiting room. Please, please, please. We want to get you full access to the Discord. We want to get you in there, buddy. And everyone else that stopped by, Hawk, Good Fixins, R6 Chavez, appreciate all you guys for stopping by. If you're a Flying Club member, do the Operation Santa event if you have the time, because I know, especially for me, I had to go all the way across the country essentially with 3 legs in the HondaJet. But if you got the chance to do it, it's a great event. We'll give you guys the view of the nice scenery here of Millionaire with our HondaJet all parked up. Princess parking right at the door, getting ready to go tucked away for the evening. Kenny Monster, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, chat. I hope everyone has a great holiday. Again, you're most likely not going to see me on stream again until after the New Year, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, although I think the last night of Hanukkah was yesterday. Whatever you celebrate, however you celebrate, I hope it's good. Again, I'll be working Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I probably won't be on the stream again until after the New Year, so Happy New Year all. And let's find someone for us to raid. This is going to be a pretty easy choice. I got Slant Alpha is flying in the Moncton Monday, so you guys get to hear more of the Boston Center debacle with Slanty there when my Twitch un-Fs itself. So I'll go ahead and get... It's really having a hard time. I'm going to go ahead and get this raid going since my stream is apparently faltering anyway. So let's see. Come on, man. Here we go. This is pissing me off. Everything's happening so slowly. All right. Go say hi to Slant Alpha Adventures for me, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you after the calendar turns to the new year. Till then, be safe. Enjoy your holiday. Bye.
And he said to come down to spot 7. So from where we are.